what is it that makes something old but something new? And that is the amount of light that it's able to share, that it's able to connect with us, that it's alive. So I came up with a very strong message, I think, over here. Many lamps, but one light. And there is one soul, one ultimate soul that we are all part of. Something old, something new, some things never change. And when I found these pictures, this one, the second one is very recent. I was actually thankful that being in pursuit of joy, I still believe in magic, I still believe in empowerment, I still believe in the light within me and around. So, it's about evolution and revolution. It's the same thing, what it means to me. This is our galaxy. Last night I got intrigued about where our solar system was. And because I work with the symbols, I wanted to appeal to your symbolic side to see this change of consciousness, the evolution of consciousness, the revolution and evolution. And like the baby revolves in the mother's womb, it's the same thing. We are all connected. Where does it take me? This is my story. My end is my beginning. Oburos, it's a very alchemical symbol from esoteric knowledge of ages, but it's still the same. It's circle of life. Great potentiality is zero. It's only when we come to the point of zero where we actually reach our own potentiality. And this evolution and revolution is starting from inside the mother's womb, then out to the world, and then when you conquer the world, you start searching inside and you go back inside your heart, just like the rose. I also yesterday found out there are 6,800 different languages. But there is only one language of the heart, and that is love, just like the symbol of rose. So what is it that that makes this revolution, that makes this evolution? What is it that makes the whole universe turn around? And it is our love, what we carry in our heart. So how much light we have today is totally related to the amount of love we have in our hearts. Love for ourselves, love for, if we don't have love for ourselves, we cannot have love for anything else. So it all starts within. So today my intention and purpose, if I can, to burn the fire of love or add to more flames in your hearts with my own little story. Well, if you don't change, you get old. I really like these pictures. Just to share, Madonna from 1982, her first album, she's still rocking. Today is a Girl Power Day. And I love to see these ladies going up like this. And that's my lady, Munga Destana, going up like that. Especially one thing is really interesting with Rihanna, even though she's new, she's wearing a big goddess symbol. So, advertising. That's about the girl power. It's about joy. When I look at these people, I see the eyes are closed, but the heart is open. That's when we lose ourselves. The whole idea is about losing ourselves, losing our ego, so that the child within us starts acting, starts playing. That's something new that will always stay there. Unfortunately, the world around us is not really amazing today. We are at the end of the technological revolution, everything, but it's affecting us. Depression, hunger, and once someone does from the other end of the world has impact in our lives today. So it's all about change coming from outside to us, but also internal change has an effect to the outside. And that's my little story, or my soul search, how I got empowered with that spirit inside me, and I did my own rebirth. Soul power, Aladdin's lamp. That is the genie in the lamp. It's our unlimited, infinite power of our soul. The message came to me from the mother goddess of Anatolia. She's 10,000 years old. She's the first goddess to be known. Unfortunately, at that time, there were no written books or tablets, so her teachings have not really survived our day as a belief system, but it resides in all of the women today. So there is no teaching for love and compassion. She changed names as she went around the world. She became Aphrodite, Isis, Cybele, but she always stood for the same thing. So my inspiration was to share the goddess philosophy. My mission was to create a world of oneness, change the world with diamond necklaces, because I like luxury. Because they stay, they are eternal. The light of the diamond always stays there because they are the hardest, the strongest rocks. But in our philosophy, it represents the clarity of our hearts because they reflect light. They have no light of its own. So again, there is no ego. So she was my Aladdin's lamp, and it helped me to claim the power within. And when you drive a Ferrari in an island all alone, it doesn't help. I wanted to share what I found with the rest of the world. My story, I was in the corporate world for nearly 20 years. I was a bee, and my last stop was Microsoft. Actually, that's where I got exposed to platforms and connectivity. I'm so lucky that I had a chance to catch the trend, catch what's going on, how the world is changing, which then inspired me to find another tool to create a platform, not through words, but through art. So there I was, a bee, Sprite's mother, thanks God, I think I look better today. My picture with Bill Gates doesn't look really amazing, but I was extremely ambitious. I wanted to be the vice president of Coca Cola, then Microsoft, but I wasn't happy. In the meanwhile, for the over 15 years, my spiritual quest got bigger and bigger. I did all the isms and the Reikis and Osho. I found myself in ashrams working with gurus. I wish I wrote Eat, Pray, and Love. I was also very jealous of that book. Anyway, more is less. I had everything I wanted, but more got less. And I realized I was much happier when I was a little baby. And I wanted to change my life and start everything new. Crisis is an opportunity for rebirth. All light comes from darkness. So I had to let go of my ego, how I defined myself. I remember meeting a very important celebrity. She became my customer, Donna Karan. And it was at the beginning of my journey, and she asked me what I did, and I couldn't tell her that I am redefining myself as an entrepreneur, as a jewelry designer. Instead, I said, oh, I used to work for Microsoft, you know, so and so. So it was really difficult. It's really difficult when you don't know where you're going. It's really difficult when you feel you're in complete darkness, when you have no light at the end of the tunnel. But it is that cave. Like my favorite writer, Joseph Campbell, said, the cave you fear to enter holds the treasure that you seek. Deconstruction is the key. Out of our lives, we make amazing Lego planes, but then you can make a rocket with some new things that come, but nobody is willing to let go of the plane. Just like little kids. That's how much change is really difficult, and I do have compassion for those who want to go through it. 0 is the potentiality. The Fool is the #1 card in Tarot. It means you have to let go of all you know and allow yourself to get the divine help and inspiration. This is an amazing picture. I love the one on the red. That was my first symbol that I had made for myself to declare my independence. I said, no more a status symbol. I want a symbol of the soul. She reminded me of my potentiality, and I want that she really transformed my life, and she transformed herself. We need to have new eyes. to see ourselves. And I saw myself like this. Well, when I ask people, what do you want, who you really are, that's actually one of the most difficult questions. I didn't know who I was or what I wanted. But if you're looking for yourself, look around. What you see is what's in you. This is my inspiration board. It's such a mix over here. I think we all have everything inside. So inspiration causes an amazing desire, which turns into life force in action. That's the key. That's my little recipe for success. Imagine. And it's about self-transcendence. It's about not the food and the material things, but it's about realizing our own true potential. And it continuously revolves like that universe that I shared with you. So, Joseph Campbell says, follow your bliss, and doors will open where you would not have thought there would be doors. I hoped they really would, because it was an unknown journey, and there were, and I want to share with you what I learned. And one thing is dream big, fly high. I won L Style Awards last year. I am not a designer. I didn't learn it in school. These are my worldwide celebrity clients. Some brands pay them hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they actually wear big goddess. And I wanted to create a global talismanic jewelry brand of oneness, and I think I kind of did that. I wasn't even sure if I would be understood with what I wanted to communicate, you know, this inside thing, this commercial, in the commercial world. But I was understood, and actually it got accepted, it was loved, it was embraced. So I won the #1 brand to make an impact on the 21st century in Paris Louvre, when Big Goddess was just about 1 year old, 2 years old actually. And I did get the title Enlightened Luxury. And that is because the body is in the soul. We cannot differentiate the two. The soul and the spirit is in the body. I made it on a very masculine medium, Business Week, the goddess. And the journey still goes on. I'm really happy because all of our efforts are being recognized. I learned to be myself, not to be afraid trying to copy others or to look what others are doing. So some of our advertising and doing crazy things like giving coaching lessons to my clients so that they can change their lives. Instead of compete what I learned in my corporate life, I promote cooperate, collaborate, and especially with other women. That is so key, and this is why also I think I'm really happy to be here today. And be light, and have fun. That's one of the most important things. When we give back, we get back. And I got back all these awards and all this recognition. I got to be copied, actually not just in Turkey, but this picture was taken by one of our key people in the industry as he was traveling Thailand. He goes, Ece, for the first time I got really proud because usually we do this, and I saw they were copying you. And so the journey goes on. I got what I wanted. What I wish you is a magical life where you follow your bliss, where you follow your heart's desire, and when you make things happen. Thank you very much.